Displaced residents at Old Fadama passed the night standing in the rains. The lives of the displaced remain endangered as they continue to sleep in the open at the mercy of the weather 2 weeks after AMA demolished their structures. Aisha Ibrahim visited the place and reports the situation is pathetic.
It's been raining for the past few hours and residents at Old Fadama are still sleeping in the open 2 weeks after they were displaced by the demolition backed upon by the AMA. Now, as it rains, you can see some of them here who are still standing here waiting for the rains to come down so that they can sleep. It took me a tough time. I had to climb. This is supposed to be rooftop where they reside because they are scared there could be flooding downstairs. So anytime it rains, this is where they come. And even here, you can see that the structure here is unroofed. So they're just perching somewhere here, waiting for the rain to stop so that they can have a peaceful night. Some of them are still standing there, holding their blankets, holding their bed sheets, just waiting for the rain to come down so that they can have a comfortable sleep. Let's speak with some of them and hear what they're saying. Hello, you're frozen. You see. Free say baby boo more than him for now.
I am that many baby are just
it's so to bed.
And now so to I mean to my dinner, baby are that.
It is in so thought it says the last month a tough it's an adjoa could say addiction now bedding.
I just am baby tell some there too.
Not as a wonder. Now, since I boom dino, Dana, when you're not move for na be mamma near man, I say,
Mamma Murphy,
and AMA boss never has a den or be catching.
Oh, Bando, I'm buying on Comba Casagas and on Comanche.
Isifo has been telling me that since they were displaced by the AMA through the demolition, they've not had any relief item and they have nowhere to sleep and rather than here. So they've been perching, waiting for the rain to come down so that they can have a peaceful sleep. Now, I can see one gentleman also who has covered himself with some bed sheet. Let's speak with him because I can see he's trying to catch some sleep, but it's obviously not working. Hello.
Yes, madam.
You're saying?
You're from Nanao.
Nanao. I said the officer would there be nine so to how bit me other.
Mammy, yeah, the almost weird and a damn cry, your baby idea, Tibeto. And soon you won't say, get into my trauma and soon I tell my baby. You never be under. Our condition is tsunami tsunami coastal. We tsunami tsunami meda. I'm at the action. We come here, so I did do.
In the midst of all this, I can see that someone is comfortably sleeping. It looks like he has no option or he has become used to the situation. He doesn't want to speak with us, so at a first glance, you will think that he's sleeping comfortably. But when you get closer, you realize that it's battling with the weather, and I'm sure he's very cold in there. Not only are they suffering from the weather, they are also exposed to some electrical wires that can cause discomfort or harm their lives. One time, there was an electrical shock and the person died out of it. Let me speak with this gentleman.
Pacho, I had a first na amount for tapela free accord down. And the baby soon toy nipan free, Temane buy no nya say Bibisa and Kosoa. To buy no also or copy baby agina or tia and sunuma one say electrical fan. I did change when say we would have electric no so dance you no more. The free horn. In a baha is true. Name baha bium crown, so I say Mobuya dine to your baby under. Yabani abe dem sa yaba bia de ye nsuro eni se ye wudada.
From Old Fadama, Aisha Ibrahim, Joy News.
Well, now, NPP flag bearer Nana Akufo-Addo has facilitated the transportation of some displaced residents of Old Fadama to their hometowns. The residents had pitched camp at the national headquarters of the opposition party, claiming they were victims of discrimination.
About 53 of the displaced residents, mostly women and children, moved from the ruins of Old Fadama to NPP's national headquarters. Like the others affected by the AMS demolition exercise, this group of men, women and children are ready to go back to their hometown, except they never get called to board the buses provided by government. They also accused NADMO officials of bias in the distribution of relief items. Why didn't you go to the NADMO office?
And the NADMO, they are doing that thing. And partial is that the NADMO, they are hearing my first. I am saying that there's a partial there because when you are ready to help everybody destroy. Why one way are going? This is not supposed to be a party different. But the NADMO is aware that they are helping, but the thing is partial. He's saying that while he's here, he's a twist mother, small babies. His room has been destroyed with the husband. They are outside. Lying outside with the children, mosquitoes are biting the children. Look at them, even hunger, no place, even 2-3 weeks. They do not eat with the children, they do not bath with them.
Women's organizer of the NPP, Otiku Afisa Jaba, who was tasked to supervise the transportation of the residents, said there was no need for NADMO to be biased in alleviating the suffering of the displaced persons.
It seems there was some form of discrimination from what I'm being told. Others were taken based on their political affiliations, and those who don't seem to have political affiliations or feel that they are connected to the NPP then came here last night because they have nowhere to sleep. They slept here overnight. They have not looked at their things here. We need to immediately address the problem, and I'll use this your platform to tell people of NADMO that we are all Ghanaians, and so they should please go and locate and identify all of them. The same thing happened with the flood. When we went to Adabraka around the Goel area, a lot of people had not been identified. It's important that when there's a problem, you identify all the people involved.
The residents who slept at the party headquarters Wednesday night were excited when a bus finally arrived to transport them back home.
They are happy with their children that the vehicle come to take them to their hometown because of the standard without place to eat, without place to eat. So they tell Nana that they are giving their car to send them home. God bless Nana.
All 53 have since left Accra for the northern region.
On some more stories around displaced residents of Old Fadama. This time, the government body for the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research has threatened to resign should government go ahead to give out its land to these residents. The council's chairman, Ade Inkum, who accepted a petition presented by demonstrating workers at the CSIR head office on Thursday, says the council will use all legitimate means available to protect its lands.
Workers of the Council for Scientific and Industrial Research picketed at their head office at airport here in Accra over a decision by government to send displaced residents of Old Fadama to Bukwasi following the demolition of their structures to make way for the dredging of the Koli Lagoon. The workers, however, say settlement of the land will destroy years of painstaking research and are asking that the council put in place all necessary measures to deal with encroachment on their lands.
Workers are aware that several acres of land belonging to the CSIR ARI have been encroached upon. And even though the CSIR have secured a court demolition order, it is becoming difficult to secure protection from the security agencies to execute the demolition exercise. According to documents in our possession, the AMA on the 31st of October 2009 trespassed on CSIR Animal Research Institute at the Bukwasi station. The intention was to construct a market to settle traders from Old Fadama in Accra. CSIR proceeded to the court on this matter, and the High Court placed an injunction on AMA and 2 others from taking part of the CSIR research land at Pokwasi. Currently, AMA and the Ga West Municipal Assembly made an attempt to take over the land belonging to the CSIR at Pokwasi Amasama to settle displaced Sodom and Gomorrah residents. Yes. We vehemently oppose this decision.
They then presented a petition to the CSIR Council, whose chairman assured they will resist any attempt by government to take over their lands.
We don't play games, and nobody will play games with us. So be assured that nobody will take us for a ride. So please, we'll take this and we'll talk, we'll discuss it, decide on something, and whatever we'll do, take it that is good. Nobody will undermine us in any way. We'll discuss things, and I'm telling you, nobody, if I say nobody will take us for a ride, it's true. Yes. If not, all of us will quit before they do anything to us.
Well, it did not end there. Some workers continued to the CSIR land at Pokwasi, which has been proposed as a new home for the displaced residents, and pulled down a billboard erected by the Ga West Assembly for a bus terminal.
It's a sign of a lot more things to come. We want to send a message out to all the people who have the intention of forcefully taking over our lands, that whatever they do, if they erect billboards 10 times, you mobilize 10 times and pull them down. And along with that, we are mobilizing and taking all the legal actions that will support this cause.
Your leader said you should hold on with any action for now.
Oh, yes. If people tell you they are negotiating, and so hold on, we expect all parties to comply. But you don't ask me to keep quiet, fold my arms. So whilst you are negotiating with our leaders, you are coming and hiding under the cover of darkness to come and raise structures like that. We want everybody to understand, yes, once we mean negotiation, yes, everybody should stay back and wait until there's a decision.
The workers have meanwhile vowed to use all legitimate means to resist encroachers. Matilda Pumaga, for Joy News, Accra.